Hi everyone, I'm ANANDA RAJ. 8th unit, it is psychological assessment or psychometry or assessment of the psychological processes. It is in broad sense, the psychometry is quantitative description of the behavior, and it also explains the differences present in the individuals. There are certain tests and scales are developed by different psychologists, and these tests and scales must have certain rules. They are called as the norms, test norms. These norms are two types. One is the national norms and the other one is the local norms. And each test or the test development, there is a process, and each test is important in the aspect of number one is the reliability, number two is the validity. Reliability and validity are the two important factors are observed in each test, and these tests are classified into different kinds. The types of tests are: number one, speed test versus power test; number two, group test versus individual test; number three, verbal test and non-verbal test; number four is the paper pencil test versus performance test; number five, formal tests and informal tests. So these are the different types are there. Let us see the types of tests for individual psychological aspects. Number one is the intelligence test. Intelligence tests, they are: the first one, Stanford Binet test; number two is Raven's progressive matrices test; number three is Bhattia's battery of performance test of intelligence. Next one is the Wechsler's Bellevue adult intelligence scale. There are other group tests are also present. Next is the aptitude test. Aptitude tests, number one is the DAT, differential aptitude test. In the differential aptitude test, there are different subtests are there. One is the verbal reasoning, numerical ability, and abstract reasoning, clerical and speed accuracy, mechanical reasoning, space relations, spellings, language usage. All different aspects are tested. And the next one is the general aptitude test battery, GATB. It is the general aptitude test battery is also used to measure the aptitude. Aptitude is nothing but a special ability. There is a Seashore aptitude test to measure the music talents, and also mechanical aptitude test to measure the performance. So these are the one which gives us the aptitude assessment. The next one is the attitude test. There are different attitude tests are there. Number one is attitude scales. Number two is free response technique. Number three is paired comparisons. Number four is error choice technique. Number five is opinion polling or surveying. Number six is simple technique like anecdotal, autobiographies, diaries, and impressions interviews. So in the attitude scales, there are two are important. One is the Thurston type scales. Number two is Likert type scale. The next one is the personality test. Personality test, there are several techniques of personality assessment. In them, number one is the interview, number two is the observation, number three rating scales, number three autobiographies, number five checklists, number six self-rating, number seven daily diary. Number 8, anecdotal. Number 9, project techniques. Number 10, situational tests. Next, personality inventories. They are Bell's adjustment inventory, 16 PF, 16 personality factor tests. Next, MMPI, Minnesota multiphasic personality inventory. Next is California psychological inventory. Next is Cattell's self-analysis form and Isaac personality questionnaire. These tests are used to assess the personality, and there are some projected techniques for personality. Number 1 is a sentence completion test, free word association test, and Rorschach picture frustration test, Rorschach ink blot test, and thematic apperception test, TAT. These are the names of the tests, and the names has to be remembered for each psychological aspect. So the reliability and validity are the two important factors for all the tests. This is about the psychometry.